It's 4:30 in the morning and Varanasi, the holy city of Hinduism, is waking up. Boatman Om is one of the first to get up, as he must start work very early. Like numerous people across India, he starts the day with a cup of milk tea. Next, he buys some betel to chew. He finds the milky tea and betel put him in a good mood at the start of the new day. A passing monk asks Om for some betel. Betel is a mild stimulant, and people here like it because of its ability both to relax and to invigorate them. Small temples are found throughout Varanasi. Hindu monks wait at a temple's entrance for passers-by to give them alms. Hindus believe that if they die in Varanasi, they can escape the cycle of life and death and achieve release. As soon as dawn breaks, the boatmen on the Ganges start work. Among the passengers, there are some who are going to Sarnath, 10 kilometers to the north of Varanasi. Sarnath is a sacred place of Buddhism. After the Buddha obtained enlightenment at Bodh Gaya, he walked the 200 kilometers west to Sarnath, where he stayed to preach. In Varanasi, Buddhism and Hinduism exist side by side. Every morning, an air of solemnity embraces this place. People come to the Ganges to pray to the rising sun. In the river's waters, Hindus cleanse themselves of their sins. Some linger, seeking blessings also for family and friends. In the city of Mumbai, the day begins very differently. This is a vast city with a large population. It's a normal working day for Ropak Giril, a 34-year-old software engineer. Like most people in India, he starts working at 10:30 in the morning. Since his office is far from his home, he must get up at 8 o'clock while his wife is still sleeping. Giril and his wife, who is an office worker, earn over $4,000 a month. They're very careful with their money. They share a rented apartment with their child and a close friend. The monthly rent is $600. Giril leaves home at 9 o'clock on the dot. His office is in Mumbai's financial and IT district, on the far side of the city. His family owns 2 cars, but because of the heavy traffic and the lack of parking spaces near his office, he prefers to use public transport. A 3-wheel taxi gets him to the railway station. takes less than 15 minutes to reach the railway station, but the traffic is heavy today, and Giril begins to worry. He finally arrives at the railway station at 9:30. Trains are a common means of transport in India. The Mumbai Suburban Railway is part of the oldest railway system in Asia. It was built in the 1850s by the British. Later, the British launched a massive land reclamation project that, in the course of 30 years, transformed the 7 islands of Bombay into one great landmass. Today, Mumbai's suburban railway functions like the arteries in a human body, sending the white-collar workers to their various places of employment throughout the city. The train is a product of the modern era, yet in India trains have undergone some basic modifications to suit local conditions. It's the height of summer and the doors are always left open. In this very modern city, the passengers still love to stand at the door to enjoy the cool breeze. It's 10 o'clock and Giril is late for work. His wife Reshmi is just getting up. Their 18-month-old daughter Rekha has been awake for a while. Reshmi and Giril met at university. They completed their master's degree together in Bangalore, known as India's Silicon Valley. They moved to Mumbai 5 years ago, found jobs, got married and had their first child 2 years later.
So Mumbai is an expensive city, but the very reason why people come here, we probably earn more and hence we also get to spend more. At the same time, what are the things that you lose out? Yeah, so you lose out on a lot of family support, you lose out on relationships. In Calcutta, I used to live in an apartment, yeah, with a lot of open spaces, with a garden. But the point is, in Mumbai, the properties that we like are absolutely out of our reach, and we wouldn't like to buy something very far off and then again go through that travel every day.
Reshmi is the manager of the marketing department of a large private company. Her office is not far from their apartment, so she usually drives to work. It's 10:30 and Giril's train reaches its destination just as his wife is leaving for work. After a 10-minute walk, Giril arrives at his office. Meanwhile, on the Ganges at Varanasi, boatman Om and his crew have been at work for several hours. Om handles the oars deftly. He's happy with his work. He feels at ease on the river and finds spiritual contentment. This ordinary job has been passed down from generation to generation in his family. To him, it's a way of life and something to be proud of.
हम बहुत दिन से बोट चला रहे हैं, बोट बहुत दिन से चला रहे हैं। जब 6 साल का थे, 6 साल तब से बोट चला अपने पिताजी के साथ। हमारे पिताजी अपने पिताजी के साथ चला है, अपने पिताजी के साथ। ये हमारा 8वां पीढ़ी चल रहा है चलाने का। तीनों पीढ़ी, फादर, ग्रैंडफादर, अनदर फादर, 7 फादर फिनिश गोइंग कसोबा, me 8%.
Om is 27. His father died when he had just reached adulthood, leaving him alone to support the family. Young and poor, he cannot afford to buy a boat of his own.
ऐसे भी बोट बहुत महंगा का आता है, वेरी एक्सपेंसिव। न्यू बोट, स्मॉल बोट 90,000 रुपी, बिग बोट टू एक्सपेंसिव। तो मेरे लिए काम में आ जाएगा, मेरे लिए काम में। हम बोट पर दिया भी बेच सकते हैं, खाने का सामान भी बेच सकते हैं बोट से। और जब आदमी लोग घूमते हैं ना।
Near the river's east bank, a group of Hindus are cleansing themselves. For many years, a debate has been going on concerning this broad stretch of land and the absence of any buildings on it. Some people say the land is unlucky. Others say that houses would block the view of the rising sun. In fact, the reason is very simple. The loose and soft sandy soil is not suitable for building on. On the bank, Om sculpts a lingam statue, a representation of the deity Shiva.
डरता है दिल रसता मुश्किल मालूम नहीं है कहाँ है मंजिल डरता है दिल।
Shiva is one of the 3 main gods of Hinduism. Legend has it that one time the Ganges, as it rushed unchecked down from the Himalayas, caused a great deluge. Shiva loosened his long hair and with it slowed the flooding and tamed the Ganges. The floods left behind on the Ganges plain, vast stretches of fertile farmland. It was also Shiva who founded the holy city of Varanasi, where he is still held in the highest esteem today. Sahatina, the aunt of boatman Om, starts the day with housework. After divorcing 15 years ago, she returned to the family home.
जिंदगी वही अधूरा है। पति के साथ मैं नहीं रहती हूँ, भाई भौजाई के साथ रहती हूँ। ऐसे ठीक है जिंदगी, बाकी उतना सुखी जिंदगी नहीं है। पति के साथ रहते तो अच्छा जिंदगी होता है, ऐसे अकेले हैं, थोड़ा फील्ड होता है अकेला।
The house is 300 years old. It's shared by 4 families, 16 people in all. The way of life within its walls is just as old as the house itself. After lunch, Sahatina goes to buy flowers. Before leaving, she and her daughter do their hair. Her daughter always looks forward to the weekend. During the week, she boards at her college.
मम्मी पापा के घर, तब से अपने मम्मी पापा के घर रहते हैं और फूल बेचते हैं। घर में काम, बच्चे को अपने स्कूल भेजते हैं, पढ़ने जाती है। अभी लड़की हमारी बीए में पढ़ रही है।
In Sahatina's room, there are photographs of her parents, who are dead now, and religious portraits. Sahatina misses her parents. They supported her through the most traumatic time of her life, when she was getting divorced.
वो तो बहुत कंजूस टाइप का है, काम वाम करते नहीं, साधु बन गए, घूमते हैं बाहर, कुछ भी काम नहीं करते। खाना के भी हम लोग को नहीं देते, मेरे बच्ची को भी नहीं, सब हमारे मम्मी पापा इधर से देते थे। बोले कितना दिन ऐसे देंगे, कितना दिन चलेगा, इसीलिए फिर हमारे पापा ले आए। गए लेने, मेरे बहन हमको गई लेने, तो हम यहाँ पर चले आए थे।
होता है, रानी फिर आलसी हो गई, तब दादी के ऐसा कहने पर रानी ने जब घर में जाकर देखा।
When Sahatina's marriage finally broke down, her parents agreed to take her in. According to local custom, she cannot marry again. Sahatina and her daughter leave the house at noon. The world they enter is one of everyday hustle and bustle. But even as people go about their regular business, there are always reminders of their spiritual life. For people in Varanasi, death is not something to mourn. To them, it is part of a natural cycle of reincarnation. So a dead body being carried through the street on the way to cremation beside the Ganges does not unsettle the passers-by. Here there's no barrier between the living and the dead. Sunday is when Giriel and his family have the chance to rest. It's 11 o'clock. The family servant has nothing to do. The bedroom door remains tightly shut. India's middle class, who work so hard during the week, regard weekends as a precious time to relax. Finally, at 12, the couple wake. Little Rekha is still fast asleep. The young couple have a rare chance to be alone.
The fun part of the life is right now really missing. So fun would be going out somewhere and tenting or camping and fishing. So we love doing outdoor activities, but we don't have so much of time these days to kind of cater to those hobbies. So right now fun would be at the most catching a movie in the theater or spending a nice evening with friends over dinner.
Reshmi is in the kitchen preparing for a late breakfast of pizza.
माइक्रोवेव में बनाले
Rekha seems to sense that this is a rare opportunity for her parents to relax. She doesn't disturb them. Eventually, Rekha announces that she's ready for some attention. The rare moment of peace and quiet is over. Giral heads out to the local gym. It's only in the gym at the weekend that Giral can feel entirely at ease. His wife assumes most of the responsibility for caring for the baby. Reshmi doesn't trust anyone else to feed her little daughter. Reshmi sometimes feels overwhelmed by her life's burden, and she worries about the future.
My dream is to make my child experience all the niceties of life, in terms of she being able to play outside in the sun. I'm really concerned about the childhood that she would have, and I don't see how it is going to happen in a city like Mumbai, where we literally have to drive for 15 minutes and get to a location where my child can run around in the grass.
At dusk, Giral and Reshmi take Rekha to their rooftop. This is the most accessible open space for them in the crowded city. However, their apartment building is not high enough for them to see the sea or even the horizon. Yet the weekend is still the most relaxing and happiest time of the week for their family.
We would love to go back to our own city. We have all our families in Calcutta. Basically, given a job opportunity, which if comes knocking on our door, we will definitely take it up and go back to Calcutta. We are in Mumbai for almost about 5 years, and I don't know when will that opportunity come knocking on my door.
The sun is setting and the heat begins to abate. In Varanasi, it seems that every rooftop has become a place for the residents to relax. And his cousin are flying kites. As a simple boatman, experiences many hardships in his life, yet he remains content with his lot. Life is straightforward and his work is not very demanding. Like most people here, he enjoys great peace of mind.
बोट अपना बोट ले लेते हैं नाव
Night has fallen. Varanasi greets another special part of the day. For Sahatina, The working day is just beginning. She has made river lanterns from the fresh flowers she bought at the market. The locals believe that if they release lanterns in honor of Shiva on the Ganges, their wishes will come true. Varanasi is the holiest place of Hinduism. For Sandina, with all the hardships she faces in life, it's a very special place.
इसीलिए उसी में बिजी रहते हैं। शाम को जाते हैं, गंगा जी का भजन होता है, आरती होता है, उसमें फूल दीपक बेचते हैं, उसमें बिजी रहता है दिमाग। इसलिए और बच्चे में घर में
believe in any particular religion. I love all religions, so I would equally like to visit a church on the Christmas day and a temple on Diwali. So I don't offer puja every day, I don't visit temples regularly, but I believe in doing good deeds, which to me is a religion.
The two cities, Mumbai and Varanasi, represent two sides of India. One promises material rewards and leads people towards the future. The other represents spiritual inspiration, offering a glimpse into the past and guiding people towards eternity.